Good morning, my dear children. Now we are learning about the P block first lesson. Am I right? P block 1. That is about yesterday we learned about the diborane. Many of them wrote the assignment, but few of them not write the assignment. So how to submit the assignment? Okay. Next one. Today we are going to learn about the structure of diborane. What is about the structure? We have to take written practice how to draw the structure of diborane. Next, their uses, and one more, preparation of aluminum trichloride. How is aluminum dichloride prepared? Aluminum trichloride is prepared. Their reactions and uses of aluminum trichloride. We can discuss one by one. Please all of you take the note. Today we can discuss that structure of diborane. Structure of diborane. What is the formula of diborane? B2H6. This is the formula of the diborane. This can be written as BH3. BH3. Am I right? BH3, BH3. Otherwise, it can be written as BH2H. BH2H. Am I right? So, diborane have two BH2 units. Am I right? These two BH2 units are linked by two bridged hydrogen atom. When you are looking at the diagram, can understand. These two BH2 units are linked by two bridged hydrogen atom. Therefore, it has 8 BH bond. Okay, just we can compare that one. Boron, hydrogen, 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 boron, hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. Am I right? Already having here only one hydrogen. Am I right? One hydrogen. Okay. So, what is the formula? BH3, BH3. Otherwise, we can be written as B2H6. Am I right? So, how much boron is there? 2 boron, hydrogen. 3 plus 3, 6 hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, this boron, I told that this BH2 units are linked by two bridged hydrogen. Two bridged hydrogen. Can you understand, my dear children? It has 8 BH bonds. How much BH bonds? 1 BH, 2 BH, 3 BH, 4 BH, 5 BH, 6 BH, 7 BH, 8 BH. How much BH bonds? 8 BH bonds. Here, diborane has only 12 valence electron. Can you understand how it become 12 valence electron? What is the atomic number of boron? Is 5. First shell we can be accommodate 2 electron. Second shell 3 electrons. Am I right? So 1 boron 3 electrons means 2 boron, 3 plus 3, 6 electrons. Am I right? Total 6 electrons for borons. And about the hydrogen, 1 hydrogen means 1 electron. 6 hydrogen means 6 electrons. So 6. So 6 plus 6, how much? 12 electrons. Listen all of you. This is the boron, hydrogen, 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 boron, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Okay, this is one bond. One bond means we need 2 electrons. Am I right? So here total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bonds having 6 into 2 is equal to 12 electrons. So this boron, if we are need to bond, there is no electron. There is a shortage of electrons. So these bonds here, due to the shortage of bond, they are not sufficient to form normal covalent bonds. Okay. So anyway, this diboron have, this is one terminal, this is another terminal, this is another terminal, this is the fourth one terminal. How much terminal is there? 4 terminals. Okay, the 4 terminals BH bonds are normal covalent bond. Okay, just we can be discussed one by one. Okay, first you have to write the electronic configuration of boron. What is the atomic number of boron? Is equal to 5. Boron atomic number is equal to 5. EC is equal to 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. Am I right? What is EC? Electronic configuration. Already we learned. Am I right? So first we have to fill the electron in their various orbitals. First 1s orbital, we have filled 2 electrons because we have 2 electrons. This is 1s. Next about 2s, we can fill 2 electrons. What about p? P means 2px, 2py and 2pz. We have only 1 electron. We can be accommodate 1 electrons. Can you understand, my dear children? Next, this is a ground state. Am I right? Next one is an excited state. Excited state. Here, this electron from the 2s, one electron will be jumped to 2s to 2p. Am I right? So, what is the hybridization? Here, this is a 1s, this is stable. Here we get hybridized orbitals. Okay, hybridized orbital means this is 2s having 1 electron, 2p having 3 orbitals, 1, 2. Am I right? Total 3 electron having 3 electron filled. Here, these are half-filled orbital. Which orbital? Half-filled. This is what? Vacant orbital. This we can be say, which orbital? Vacant orbital. Otherwise called empty orbital. Empty orbital. Can you understand? Empty orbital. So, first I am filling here. This one, this is a boron. This boron, here having 4 orbital, boron having 4 orbital, am I right? First I am drawing boron having 4 orbitals. Boron having 4 orbital, first boron, this is a 1 orbital, first orbital, this is the second orbital, this is the third orbital, this is the 4th vacant orbital. Can you understand, my dear children? Each orbital having 1 electrons, am I right? 1 electrons. Here having 1 electrons, okay, 1 electrons. Here having 1 electrons, here having 1 electron. This is the vacant orbital. This is another boron, okay. Another boron also same like that. 3 orbitals, 4 orbital, am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4 orbital. 3 are the half-filled orbital and 1 is the vacant orbital. One of the half-filled orbital, another one half-filled orbital, another one half-filled orbital, another one vacant orbital. So, this one is the vacant orbital, this one is the vacant orbital. So, how much vacant orbital? 1 boron having 1 vacant orbital, 2 boron means 2 vacant orbital, am I right? This is a half-filled orbital, half-filled orbital, half-filled orbital, half-filled orbital, half-filled orbital, half-filled orbital. So, boron has 4 orbitals, 3 of them are half-filled orbital and 1 is about the vacant orbital. Can you understand, my dear children? So, here, each boron, we know that one. What is the formula of diboron? B2H6. So 6 hydrogen atoms are here is overlapping. Am I right? This here having one of the hydrogen atom here going to bond, another one hydrogen atom going to bond. Here also one more hydrogen atom going to bond. Here also one more hydrogen going to bond. Am I right? Yes or no? So 4 bonds are over. 4 hydrogen atoms also over. How much hydrogen remaining left? 2 more. So this 2 hydrogen, one of the hydrogen is here bond with half-filled orbital of boron. Okay, not empty, here half-filled. Half-filled orbital of boron. Okay, and here, this area. Other hydrogen also overlapping to other half-filled orbital of boron. Okay, here not undergoes hybridizing with, not undergoing bond with vacant orbital. Here already boron having one electron, am I right? This side also boron having one electron. So this one electron, hydrogen also having one electrons, they are going to pair, am I right? So making one bond. So which are the bonds we get? That is a question. Which are the bonds we get? We get boron hydrogen bond. How much boron hydrogen bond? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I right? 4 boron hydrogen bond. Next, another one bond. Boron hydrogen boron. Boron hydrogen boron. Can you understand? This is also having one bond. Boron hydrogen boron. Boron hydrogen boron. So, listen all of you. These four terminals of BH bonds are normal covalent bonds. This can be represented as two center. Two center means one boron, one hydrogen. Am I right? One boron. Here having boron, hydrogen. So we are saying two center. How much electron bond there in here, boron and hydrogen? 2 electron. So 2C means 2 center. 2E means 2 electron bond. Can you understand? So here 2 center, 2 electron. Here 2 center, 2 electron. Here 2 center, 2 electron. Here 2 center, 2 electrons. Can you understand, my dear children? So the remaining 4 electrons have to useful for bridged bonds. That is here. We are coming this area. Here having 3 center. Why we are saying 3 center? Here having boron. Here having hydrogen. Here having boron. Can you understand? So here we can be say 2, 3 center. 2, 3 center. Okay, that is, which are the bond there? Boron, hydrogen bonds. Utilize 2 electron each. Here, it can be utilized 3. It can be utilized 2 electron each. Suppose if you are taking boron to this hydrogen also 2 electrons. Suppose here also make it 2 electrons. Okay. Hence, these bonds are 3 center 2 electron bond. Can you understand? 3 center. Why we are saying 3 center? Boron, hydrogen, boron. So 3 center. Okay. How much electron? 2 electron. Can you understand? These bonds are 3 center 2 electron bonds. Okay. The bridging hydrogen atom here. The bridging hydrogen atom, we are explaining about the bridging hydrogen atom. These hydrogen atoms are in the plane. One of the hydrogen atom is on the below this plane and other hydrogen atom is above at the plane. Okay. In diborane, the boron is an sp3 hybridized. Okay. This sp3 hybridized. Okay. These of the 4 sp3 hybridized orbital contain single electron. Please look the electronic configuration. Here the electronic configuration. Already we know the electronic configuration. What is the electronic configuration of boron? 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. Am I right? From 2s, one electron is shifted towards to the 2p orbitals. Okay, anyhow, here the 3 of the 4 sp3 hybridized orbital contain single electron. Each one have single electron. The 4th orbital is empty. Am I right? This is a empty. the two of the half-filled hybridized orbitals of each boron overlap with oneness of two hydrogen atom to form four terminal. Can you understand, my dear children? Two of the half-filled unhybridized orbitals of each boron overlap with oneness orbital of two hydrogens to form four terminals. We get how much terminal total? Four terminal. That is two center, two E bonds, and also leaving one empty, and one half-filled hybridized orbital of each boron having one empty, am I right? One empty having, and also one half-filled hybridized orbital of each boron. Okay, what's the bond here? Boron H bond here involves the overlapping the half-filled hybridized orbitals of one boron. What about the empty? The empty hybridized orbital of other boron, the half-filled oneness orbital of hydrogen. Okay. This is about the boron. Try to learn at least any 5 or 6 point. Okay. You try to, first you have to write the electronic configuration, and also you make it one empty space. Am I right? One empty space there. That is about we are saying unhybridized, that we are saying we can discuss about the uses of diborane. Diborane is used as a high energy fuel for propellant. Okay, diborane is used as a high energy fuel for propellant. It is used as a reducing agent in organic chemistry. Am I right? It is used as a reducing agent in organic chemistry. It is also used in welding torch. Okay. Next, we can be discuss about that. Boron trifluoride. What is about the boron trifluoride? It is also one of an electron deficient compound. Electron shortage. Am I right? Electron deficient compound. How the boron trifluoride prepared? Before that, what is the formula of boron trifluoride? BF3. This is the formula for boron trifluoride. First, it is prepared from boron trioxide. What is the formula of boron trioxide? B2O3. Boron trioxide on reaction with calcium fluoride in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. We are giving the heating temperature. We get boron combines with the fluorine to form BF3. Calcium combines to sulfate to form CaSO4, and also hydrogen combines with oxygen to form water molecules. Am I right? Next, about that, how to balance the equation. How much boron is in the reactant side? 2 boron. So product side make it 2. Next, how much fluorine is there? 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Am I right? So make it here 3. Now, how much calcium is there? 3 calcium. The product side make it 3 calcium. Am I right? Next, about you have to find the sulfate. Am I right? How much sulfate is there here? 3 sulfate. So make it 3 here. So now how to find out hydrogen. How much hydrogen is there? 6 hydrogen. So make it 3 here. Now the equation is almost balanced. Am I right? Next one. This boron trifluoride is also prepared by the reaction between boron trioxide B2O3 plus carbon with fluorine. Okay, so we get carbon combines with oxygen. We get carbon monoxide CO. Boron combines with the fluorine to give BF3. Am I right? How much boron is there? 2 boron, so make it 2. How much fluorine is there? 6 fluorine, so make it 3 here. So what about the oxygen? 3 oxygen, so make it 3 carbon, so 3 carbon. Now the equation is balanced. Okay, try to balance the equation. If you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay, next about from benzene diazonium tetrafluoroborate. What is the formula name? Benzene diazonium tetrafluoroborate. What is the formula? C6H5N2BF4. See all of you? Benzene diazonium tetrafluoroborate. Benzene diazonium tetrafluoroborate. This undergoes heating. We get benzene, that is C6H5, combines with one of the fluorine. We get fluorobenzene. Fluoro. What is the formula there? C6H5F, fluorobenzene. Nitrogen is also leaving out. So N2, we get here BF3. BF3. Am I right? Equation is balanced. Next about what are the properties? What are the properties of boron trifluoride? What are the properties? Boron trifluoride has a planar geometry. Am I right? Boron trifluoride has a planar geometry. It is an electron deficient compound. Having some shortage. Am I right? It always accepts an electron pairs to form coordinate covalent bond. We can be discussed about one of the example. Listen all of you. What is the formula of boron trifluoride? BF3. Boron trifluoride is a deficient compound. Am I right? They are reactive with the ammonia. Ammonia is a rich compound. Am I right? Electron rich compound, NH3. Because what is the atomic number of nitrogen? Nitrogen 7. Am I right? First shell we can be right 2 electrons. Second shell 5 electrons. Am I right? So how much hydrogen is there? 3 hydrogen. Nitrogen surrounded by 3 hydrogen. This is 1 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, 3 hydrogen. Am I right? So outermost shell having 5 electron nitrogen. 1 is over to hydrogen. Second is over to hydrogen. Third is over to hydrogen. Total 3 over. What is remaining? 2 electrons are remaining. Am I right? Yes or no? That 2 electron is utilized for the bond between nitrogen and boron. Okay. So we have to write like that. First you have to write F3B. Next give some space there. Nitrogen, hydrogen 3, ammonia. Here we give one arrow mark like that. This arrow mark denotes that this is the coordinate covalent bonds. Coordinate covalent bonds. What is the meaning of here? What is about the covalent bond? Covalent bond means mutual sharing of electrons. Am I right? Mutual sharing of electrons, just like ordinary common bond. Am I right? For example, ammonia, here also ammonia. One bond between nitrogen and hydrogen. These are all covalent bond. Here, what is the arrow mark here means? Coordinate covalent bond. That means nitrogen donates a pair of electron to boron. Nitrogen donates a pair of, what is the meaning of pair? 2 electrons. Am I right? Pair means 2 electrons. Nitrogen donates a pair of electron to boron to make the bond between nitrogen and boron. This type of the bond is called what? Coordinate covalent bond. Can you understand? Next about, we are taking another one more example. What is an example here means? Boron trifluoride reacts with water. What is the formula of water? H2, am I right? We have to write same like that. F3B, that is a boron trifluoride. Next we can be written as O, give the space like that. OH2. What is about that OH2? Water. We are saying water. Here, why we are writing here means From the water, oxygen donate a pair of electrons to boron. That means oxygen donate 2 electrons to boron. One pair of electrons. One pair of electrons means 2. Am I right? So what is the shape of water? Bent shape. Am I right? Bent. Okay. It's oxygen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Am I right? Here, what is the atomic number of hydrogen? 1. That is 1. Am I right? What is the atomic number of oxygen? Oxygen is equal to 8. First cell we can be accommodate 2 electron. Second cell 6 electron. Am I right? So this is 1 electron goes to hydrogen. Other electron goes to hydrogen. Remaining how much electron? 6 minus 2. Remaining 4. Here is 4 electron having in oxygen. Am I right? How much electron having oxygen? 4 electrons. Yes or no? That is 2 pair of electron. 2 pair of electron means 4 electrons having. So here water molecules, oxygen donate 1 pair of electron to boron to make the bond. Am I right? Which bond? Coordinate covalent bond. What is about the coordinate covalent bond? Donating a pair of electrons. Okay, don't forget that to make the bond. Okay. Next about hydrolysis. Hydrolysis of boric acid. Okay, hydrolysis of boric acid. All of you know about that. Here, boron trifluoride undergoes hydrolysis. We get boric acid. That's a explanation. Boron trifluoride. What is the formula of boron trifluoride? BF3. Am I right? This undergoes hydrolysis. Hydrolysis means just we are adding water. Just we are adding water. Am I right? So we get boric acid. What is the formula of boric acid? H3BO3, and also we get hydrogen fluoride. Okay, that's the equation. We have to write the equation. What is the formula of boric acid? What is the formula of boron trifluoride? BF3. Am I right? BF3. Boron trifluoride. This one reacts with the water. Water can be written as H2O. Am I right? H2O we get. This hydrogen combines with boron and oxygen, we get H3BO3. H3BO. What is H3BO3? Boric acid. And hydrogen combines with the fluorine to form hydrogen fluoride. How can you balance the equation? Okay, how can you balance the equation? Here, first we make it here. 4. If you are making 4 means, how much boron is there? 4 boron. So make it 4 here. So how much fluorine in the reactant side? 12 fluorine. Am I right? So make it 12 here. The product side. How much hydrogen is there? 12 hydrogen. Am I right? 12 hydrogen. Here also 12 hydrogen. 12 plus 12, 24. If you are giving 12 here, means 12 into 2 is 24. Now that is balanced. Am I right? Next, first conversion of boron trifluoride, we get what? Boric acid. Am I right? Second one, boric acid is converted into hydrofluoroboric acid. Hydrofluoroboric acid. Can you understand? What is the first one? Boron trifluoride undergoes hydrolysis, we get boric acid. Second step, boric acid reacts with hydrogen fluoride, we get hydrofluoroboric acid. Am I right? So, how can you write this equation? I'm taking boric acid, okay, H3BO3. This one reacts with hydrogen fluoride, HF. We get, one of the important point is H plus BF4 minus ion, borofluoride ion. This is one of the anion, am I right? What's the product is obtained? BF4 minus ion. And also we get hydrogen combines with the OH to form water. So, here how can you balance the equation? Here we have to make it 3 from the boric acid, make it 3. So, the hydrogen, what is about the boron? Boron is also make it 3. So, how much fluorine is there? 3 into 4 is equal to 12. So make it here hydrogen fluoride is 12. Am I right? Hydrogen fluoride is 12. So now how much hydrogen is present here? 12 plus 3, you get 15. Am I right? So how can you easily balance means, if you are making 3 into 3 is equal to 9, am I right? Oxygen. 3 into 3 is equal to how much? 9. So water also make it 9, am I right? So now count the hydrogen. 9 into 2 is equal to 18, am I right? 18. If we are here making means 18 plus 3 means 21, am I right? 18 plus 3 means how much? 21. So if you count here means 3 3s are 9, 9 plus 12 is equal to 21. Now the equation is balanced. Here, what is the important point? The reactants and the product side, same compounds are present means you have to cancel that one. Here, 12 HF having in the reactant side, the product side also having 12 HF, make it, we can be cancel like that. Boric acid, what is the formula? Boric acid, H3BO3, cancel. Product side, H3BO3 also cancel. But here having 3 boric acid, they're having 4 boric acid, one is remaining, am I right? So remaining, how to write H3BO3, H3BO3, am I right? Next about water molecules can be cancelled. Here having 9 water molecules, here having 12 water molecules. What is the remaining? 3 water molecules, am I right? 3 water molecules. Next, which are the possibility? There is no other possibility for cancelling, am I right? So we can be right as usual, okay? Then, here, start with the boron trifluoride. How much boron trifluoride is there? 4BF3. How much water is there? 3 water, 3H2O gives, how much H plus ions is there? 3 H plus ions plus, how much boric acid is there? 1 boric acid, H3, BO3 plus, here, BF4 minus ion, borofluoride ion, how much they are having? 3 BF4 minus ions. Okay. Next about what are the uses of boron trifluoride? Okay. What are the uses of boron trifluoride? Boron trifluoride is used for the preparation of HBFF4, a catalyst in organic chemistry. This is used as a catalyst in an organic chemistry. And also it is used as an fluorinating agent. Okay. Okay, my dear children. Today, our assignment, which are the assignment means, only one question I am giving. Structure of diborane. The structure of diborane. Try to learn the structure correctly. Okay. Structure correctly and learn the structure of diborane. Okay. Please learn it correctly. Thank you all of you. Thank you. Have a nice day.